all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck violent in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck violent in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't God we trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us. Yo, we a lot of people.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Boston Celtics. For the Celtics, they won their last contest, that game against the Nuggets at Pepsi Center. That game a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well. Still a little strange to see D. Wade out of a Heat uniform, but we'll get to see him tonight. As his career winds down, where do you see him on the list of all-time shooting guards?
Let's see, three-time champion, one Finals MVP. I'm going to say he's the third best shooting guard in the modern era.
Would you like to tell us who the first two are?
I would never say Mike and Kobe.
Oh, okay.
Well, see, I don't consider Michael the modern era, because after 2000s, I'm saying he's not the modern anymore. So I would say that Dwayne would be the second best shooting guard in the modern era.
Well, it depends on what you call modern.
Exactly.
Well, anything.
I think the 90s are pretty modern.
Exactly.
I mean, the last
What are you
20 years,
talking
don't you think
about?
that's pretty modern?
Do you have a TV from the 90s in your house? That's not modern.
Three of them.
From the 90s?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
From the 90s.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, like my buddy.
There's
my buddy
nothing
says.
in my house.
I agree with you, Ernie.
And my non-working one is on top
Don't
of
be a
the working
millennial.
one.
Don't forget where you come from, millennial man.
I'm a millennial guy.
No, it's right over there next
he's
to
number
my...
two.
It's right over there next to
stop
my
it.
transistor
Number 3.
radio.
He's number 2. Michael
is.
is not modern anymore.
Oh, no.
My 8-track player.
And my toaster oven.
Then why is he still selling
all
shoes
right
if he's
there.
not modern? Got him, Judge Ernie.
Yeah.
Michael still has a loop earring in his ear.
But he's
not
still
modern.
selling shoes.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Cavaliers again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one, winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
Yeah, well, you gotta like what they've been showing here of late. Very solid basketball they're playing across the board, and you can point to a lot of different areas where they have been excellent.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Boston, Irving and Brown pair at the 1 and the 2. Aaron Baines out there with Horford, and it's Tatum in at the 3. Crowder kicks to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Love with the screen for Smith. Calderon for 3, and Baines pulls it down.
was strange to see that this Cavs team, after facing the Warriors, became one of the most elite shooting teams themselves. Their three-point shooting percentage up to about 38% last season. That was second best in the NBA. They also had the second most attempts in the league behind the Rockets.
Now Tatum. Jose Calderon missing from long range. Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
So many years and the body still holding up for LeBron James. Wow.
Cavaliers on D. And for the Cavaliers, 40% of their field goal attempts coming from long range last season. And a huge part of their offense.
Well, 25 made threes in a single game against the Hawks last year was an NBA record. Not Golden State. Cleveland had that record, so it's one of the many ones that they set as a prolific three-point shooting team. And interesting, because their matchups with the Golden State Warriors, as being the great shooting team that they are, that the Cavs shot more last year.
Now Irving, after the missed three from Jay Crowder. Irving against Calderon. Irving dishes to Horford. That three off the mark. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Nuggets.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
Now James, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. A wide open look for Love. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
Calderon does such a good job of being a floor general out there. Outstanding passing instincts.
Horford with the screen on Crowder. Irving drives in, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And just so much emotion here in this game for Kyrie Irving. Going up against LeBron, the team he won a championship with. You have to wonder just what is firing through his head while he tries to take down the team he came up with.
First one falls for him.
And with Kyrie, the talk was that he wanted to get out of LeBron's shadow. Felt he needed to leave in order to write his own history. And while doing that, he'll always have an uneasy matchup against Cleveland.
And so Irving nails both of them.
We talk so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
LeBron passes to Love. James outside. Back to Love. Crowder kicks to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Love with the screen for Smith. Drops in the tray. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, J.R. Smith can take just about any shot, and so he can make just about any shot. Tough one there.
Here's Baines. He's guarded by Love. Crowder against Horford. Shoots over Crowder, and it falls over the rim and in. Horford's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, anytime he gets it down low, that's where he's going to feast. That's his bread and butter.
James dishes to Calderon. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Now let's find out what head coach Brad Stevens had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. Let's see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Pass to Crowder, and stolen by Horford. Here's Tatum. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Horford kicks to Tatum. There's the pick. Clock at 6. Launches it. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Tatum.
While it's easy to think of Horford as a true banger down low, he continues to show us that he can drain the 3-ball.
Drawn right side. And he makes that one. LeBron's got his second bucket.
What about the courage right there? Sacrificing his body to get the high percentage attempt at the rim.
Kick by Horford. Irving kicks to Tatum. Offline with his three.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. It's stolen by Calderon. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Horford with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway.
Well, Tyronn Lue's still pretty much new to the coaching ranks, but a tremendous amount of experience from his playing career. He won titles with Kobe and Shaq in Los Angeles for the Lakers, played alongside Michael Jordan in Washington, and he's seen LeBron James bring a title back to Cleveland. That's a lot of championship experience for Ty Lue.
Boston trailing. Tatum with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Horford the pass to Baines. And the rejection by Love.
Encouraging signs when Kevin Love is that intense on the defensive end. Swats that one away.
And the shot goes in. Crowder's got his first points of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Brown dishes to Horford. Feeds to Tatum. Over James. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Three-pointer, Crowder. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Crowder's got 5 now.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Irving kicks to Baines. Trying to get back on track. Again, Irving missing.
Got to get out of his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
Another 3 for Cleveland.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Love. And Brett, I read that Kyrie Irving meditates off the court. It's something he reads about and studies up on learning and growing as a person.
Well, if meditating and taking some time out mentally to picture the type of success that you can have out on the floor, then there are some other players in this league, Kevin. They might want to take up what Kyrie Irving is throwing down.
First free throw is good. And the Celtics franchise with the league-leading 17 NBA championships, their last in 2008.
Yeah, and with the talent and assets they possess, they might be in the hunt for banner number 18 before you know it. One of the beasts of the East, without question.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Wade's checked in. Good on both.
Well, Kyrie Irving assured of anything that he does out there offensively. Always in control, doesn't rush all that much. Very good at running the offense.
And that one's good. James.
And doing their best to maximize possessions, just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. LeBron James on the wing. Calderon in the corner. Offensive rebound. Celtics trail by 10. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Irving. Passes it to Tatum. Horford with the screen on Crowder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Irving for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got 9.
You cannot give Kyrie that kind of daylight from behind the three-point line. Gets that shot off so fast, you can't defend it.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers on top. They finish off the first quarter on a 14-5 run. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
Go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing, guys that I know I may be, matched up against, throughout the night. So I'm not surprised by anything if it happens throughout the game. So it's a lot of preparation that goes in, to just one game, just trying to get one win, but that's what it takes in the NBA.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all five guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
On the court for the Celtics, they've got Smart. Ogilvy is out there with Horford. Then it's Tatum, and it's Rozier in at the point. Now here's Wade. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers.
Ball movement was critical in this game. It did not stick with any one player, so his passing was on point, and he really picked apart the defense.
And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest two guards to ever play.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Roof shots.
And that one misses. And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly, Greg played like an MVP in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the all NBA teams. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
He doesn't get the second one.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
Ogilvy passes to Smart. There's the triple. The shot by Ogilvy, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Green, good, and the assist goes to James. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Ogilvy. That shot off. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And the difference on that night, their ability to knock down triples.
If you choose your shots wisely and then they start to go down, it just builds up confidence. There's a huge cachet of that in this game, and once that happened, they just rolled it out.
James outside. Love with the screen for LeBron. Calderon kicks to Green. Lets the 3 fly. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
See all the responsibilities that LeBron James has. He is their leader. I'd like to see him get it to the open teammate. He does that often.
Here's Tatum on target from 13 feet. Tatum's got 5 now.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
James outside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And we talk about the things that make LeBron great, Brent. The mental aspect of his game probably goes overlooked sometimes.
When you think about the way that LeBron James can be a chess master out on the floor, wherever he wants the ball. He can set the pieces up where he knows he can take advantage of how the defense is going to play. And his teammates will tell you he can pretty much recall any play after a game that he's played. So him processing the game is on another level.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Well, still, Kevin, sitting here courtside with you in that fine suit, it gets me excited that I have another chance to watch one of the greatest players to play in the NBA. LeBron James continues to dominate.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Jose Calderon. And both free throws good for LeBron. The pick and roll takes great timing for both players and a feel for the game and what the defense is going to show. Brent, in your opinion, which tandems are the best at running it?
Well, I think Russell Westbrook and Steven Adams have really done a great job of establishing a great chemistry in the pick and roll. And it's interesting, Kevin, because as centers and point guards play together, the more games that they have, the more used to one another they are in terms of sometimes setting good hard screens and sometimes not really setting a screen at all, setting up the slip and creating opportunities that way. Russell Westbrook, Steven Adams, Chris Paul, insert player here. Pretty good combinations.
Yeah, I like that. Here's Ogilvy, following the basket by Kevin Love. Ogilvy passes to Rozier. The Celtics working the ball around now. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Ogilvy.
You just can't allow good looks like that from beyond the arc. That's just inviting all kinds of trouble.
Here's Green. Get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And how unique is this situation for the Celtics? I mean, one of the best teams in the league, and yet at the same time, still drafting top picks. You know, the after effects of a trade with the Nets that quite honestly will go down as one of the league's all-time heist.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And Smith subbed in for LeBron. And as the Nets struggle to rebuild without their draft picks, Greg, their losses have been Boston's gain.
Yeah, the rich get richer. I mean, meanwhile, the Celtics sign all-star caliber veterans like Al Horford and Gordon Hayward on the open market. And it's just rare for a team to have the best record in the conference and land the #1 overall pick.
Now, Green, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. And it's Green missing. Celtics trail by 6. There's the pick. Over to the wing. Ogilvy, that's good. Ogilvy's got a pair of triples in the second now for Boston.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Wade dishes to Thompson. Smith outside, and the wide open shot from Green. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Here's Rozier. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Clock at 6. Here's Smart, and another basket for Boston.
Yeah, not a good idea to leave him alone. He'll make you pay for that mid-range.
For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Korver kicks to Wade. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Smart misses. Cavaliers leading. Now, Korver. He had 10 points in the win against the Lakers. Smith kicks to Wade. Over in the corner, Green. Green missing again.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And it's Rozier missing. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Kicks it to Korver. 8 on the wing. With the fadeaway. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And he gets it to go.
And the mid-range jump shot is something Dwayne Wade has really perfected throughout his career.
Crowder, he's checked in for Cleveland. And then for Boston. Yabusele, he's checked in for Ogilvy. Brown comes in for Tatum. And Irving subbed in for Rozier. Now here's Smart. There's the pick. Jumper off the screen. They get it back. Tice. And Thompson sends it back.
Well, Thompson lives in the paint, and defensively, occasionally, you're going to get the shots like that.
In the corner, Smith with it from past the arc. And Boston with the rebound. 1:15 left in the first half of the game. Here's Smart. Tice. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Drops. He ties it up.
And Cavaliers fans have to be pleased with what the team got in exchange for Kyrie Irving. An all-star in Isaiah Thomas, a two-way starter in Crowder, and some talent for the future. I think they did well.
Smith's shot is good.
Yeah, you don't want J.R. Smith to get room to shoot, especially from the mid-range there. He's very effective at scoring just about anywhere on the floor.
Now here's Smart. Irving from long range. Good D by Wade.
And the Cavs stuck to their wanted that 2018 draft pick, which is coming from the Nets. You never know what happens with LeBron this upcoming offseason. They got talent and depth to win now, but also a plan B if they need to rebuild. And that's what you want to see. They're doing a good job getting points in the paint here in the second.
For Cleveland, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. Boston also with the sub. Baines is checked in.
One shot.
Celtics gave up 4 players to get 1 in Kyrie Irving, but they already had so much depth. They could afford to sacrifice a bit for a superstar just entering his prime.
Here's Baines. 17 points for him last game against Denver. It's deflected. Korver passes to Wade. Floats one, up in time, and it's good, but hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the replay center out in Secaucus delivering the footage, and guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment too late.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. It if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Kyle, impressive first half. You guys seemed in control. I figure you're pleased with the team's performance so far.
Yeah, I thought we let up some in the second quarter, though. We just got to keep on playing our game, keep on testing the system, and, we're getting great shots. Got to keep it up.
Kyle, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exciting first half indeed. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny, the Jet, Smith, and Shaq, the Eel O'Neal. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, you want to try to hold your opponent under 50% shooting. That has not happened. Defensively, they're allowing way too many good looks. They need to do a better job of shutting down the lane, as well as closing out on shooters.
And that will wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the second half.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, you don't think of him as a big-time playmaker, but over the first 2 quarters, that's exactly what he was.
Moving the basketball and making the extra pass, making the defense work harder to stop them. Nice offense there.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Smith is the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Kevin Love out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Calderon in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
And you gotta respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
Calderon dishes to James. Love controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
You got to work a little bit harder to keep Love off the glass, and if you don't box him out, he can do some serious damage down there.
Irving kicks to Horford. Celtics passing it around. Picked by Horford. And here's Brown outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Great to see Brown drop that perimeter jumper, showing off his terrific stroke from beyond the arc.
It's a pick by Love. Calderon in the corner. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Calderon's got his second basket of the night.
And when you look at Jay Crowder, he kind of bridges that gap between role player / star player. The numbers might not wow you, but his tough play at both ends of the court is extremely valuable.
And Sharp here to start the half. That's 3 in a row.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Calderon against Irving. Smith kicks to Calderon. It's a pick by Love. Floats one, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity. And Greg, wouldn't you agree? Crowder clearly one of the best in the NBA in defending.
Without question. I mean, this guy guards 3 positions every night. And the combination of strength, quick feet, and then the quick hands make him a problem.
you were known for a lot of stuff. Great passing was one of them. Also known as an exceptional shooter. Of all the guys you played with, who is the best at setting you up for a score?
Wow, I think my years playing alongside Gary Payton in Seattle, he drew so much attention, Kevin, with his ability in transition, of course, that patented spin move of his, and then his great ability as a 6'4" guard to post up, especially on that left block through a lot of double teams, and that opens up shooters on the weak side. That's where I happen to be.
All the great point guards see the floor so well. They know where everybody is, don't they, Brent?
And the best ones, Kevin, you're right. The best ones are the ones willing to pitch the ball ahead. That's when you really have something special.
Here's Smith following the basket by Jaylen Brown.
No excuse for him not drilling that one there. The defense was nowhere to be found. Maybe could have taken a little more time.
Irving kicks to Horford. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Horford's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Back to LeBron, and the dunk by James.
Yeah, LeBron on the alley-oop. Great getting loose on the backside, and what a pass.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Rebound by Smith. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. That one good for 2. Now it's a 4-point Cleveland lead.
Yeah, it's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
The screen from Brown. In the corner, Horford with it. Brown kicks to Irving. Dishes to Horford. Back to Irving. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Crowder. Basket counts. Crowder's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Picked by Horford. Irving passes to Baines. It's Brown on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Flies a 3. And that's collected by Love. Love's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Calderon with it. Guarded now by Irving. And taken away by Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And finished off by Brown.
And I love the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's seizing it without a second hesitation.
Now here's LeBron. 12 points for him. It's a pick by Love. Smith dishes to Love. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Back in 2008, Kevin Love was drafted with the 5th pick by Memphis and then traded to Minnesota, and he became the Timberwolves star player in a hurry. But they couldn't surround him with the kind of talent necessary to make it out of the lottery in the Western Conference.
That free throw good from Love. And despite his production, Love's impact was questioned in Minnesota, even at times, Brent, by the Wolves front office.
Well, the idea in Minnesota is they didn't want to commit to the full 5-year max and had Ricky Rubio at the time as the franchise player. And even the whispers after the trade of Kevin Love, you heard a lot of things that might have been unflattering, most of which I don't think were necessarily true. In the end, the trade worked out for both teams. Wiggins got to Minnesota, the Cavs got a star in Kevin Love, and then ended up with a title.
Now, here's Brown. He's got 9 over Love, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Celtics trail by 6. Smart kicks to Irving. Off target with his 3.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Irving, following the basket by LeBron James. Irving passes to Horford, and it's off from three-point range. Crowder against Horford. Crowder kicks to Calderon. Pass to Wade. Shoots from the elbow. Horford with the rebound.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Horford sets a screen for Irving. Over Calderon. Count it from 12. And 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
Wow, that's a pretty thing to watch right there. Even with the D on him, Kyrie cleanly gets off that look.
It's a pick by Love. Wade kicks to Calderon. There's the screen. Now here's Crowder. He's got 7. Rebounded by the Celtics. Horford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the Cavs trade for Isaiah Thomas reunites 2 former teammates. He and Kevin Love actually played a little AAU ball together, both of them growing up in the Pacific Northwest.
For Boston, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
2 shots.
Free throw missing.
And back in high school, Isaiah Thomas used to ride the train down to Portland and stay the weekend at the Love's family house. For those two teaming up once again at this level, that's pretty surreal.
The Celtics making a switch here. Yabusele's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Crowder, a screen on Irving. There's a screen. Crowder with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Crowder dishes to James. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Brown. That's short off the rim. Celtics trail by 5. And James pulls it down. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Osman, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
Outside Irving. Connects in the foul line jumper. Irving's got 13. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Pace of play is a big part of tonight, okay? Make sure on the bench when we come back, we lift it. We lift it.
For the team's great young teachers, Brad Stevens wanting his guys to control the tempo.
Yeah, and he feels if they push it, if they attack intelligently, it's going to be to their advantage.
And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. On the floor for Boston, Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Yabusele out there with Horford, and it's Rozier in at the point guard. Green, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead. He needs to find himself out there.
Smart kicks to Horford. A 15-footer, good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists tonight.
And not only is Horford scoring well, but he's picking excellent high percentage shots to take as well. It's no wonder he's having such a great game.
And so it's Cleveland with it. They've led by as much as 10. Wade left side, back to Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. They dodged the bullet there.
He dishes it to Wade. Crowder kicks to Green. Wade outside. 3-pointer. And Green with the basket on the assist by Wade. And that's now 10 points for Jeff Green.
Terrific basketball from Wade there to thread the pass to the wide open man for the clean look.
They set the pick. The pass to Rozier. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Cleveland leading by 6. The drive by Green. Green missing again. Here's Rozier. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Dwayne Wade. And LeBron James dominant throughout the playoffs last season, and Brent showing no signs of age.
Yeah, interesting, Kevin, if maybe LeBron got a little bit of rest, even though he was playing a ton of minutes last year on the defensive end of the floor the last month of the year. A lot of scrutiny on how the Cavs approached their last 2 months and how they slipped on that end of the floor, but no doubt about it. This is one of the greatest players that's ever played in the NBA, and the first player in NBA history, just to throw out another record, with 35 points or more in every game of a 4-game sweep in the second round against the Raptors last year.
That's good from Rozier. J.R. Smith's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Celtics also with a sub. Tatum's checked in. Perfect from the line this time.
And you look at this Celtics roster, a bevy of long, athletic wing players. They seem to be taking a cue from teams like the Warriors, who have found success with defensive switching and positionless basketball.
They are maybe leaking out just a little bit, but has a strong sense of where to run to get the score.
To the right side. Here's the floater. Smart misses.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And the Celtics, as you see, are stockpiling wing forwards. Brown, Tatum, Hayward. And we're seeing those guys lining up at the 2, 3, and 4. It gives Brad Stevens tremendous roster versatility.
Now here's Smart. There's the 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And you like to see that from Horford. He never gives up on the offensive glass, which allows him to get pretty easy looks like that one at the basket.
Smith with it, guarded by Smart. Outside Crowder. The dish to Green. Osmond. Misses the wing jet. Celtics trail by 4. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Tatum with it. Now Green defending. Here's the screen. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Rozier. He kicks to Tatum. Boston, no good that time either. Inside. Shot by Crowder, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Horford in the post, working on Love. Can't hit from in close. The Cavaliers leading by 4. 14 feet away. breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
J.R. Smith has a quick release and can shoot it from deep, but that time a nice job off the pass.
Smart passes to Tatum. Back to Smart. And here is Tatum. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Crowder. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And it's 7 points for Jason Tatum.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
Calderon kicks to Love. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Up again, and a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 11 rebounds in the game. Calderon with it. To the inside. He's looking for Love and finds him, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Rozier. On defense, Boston. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. James kicks to Smith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Got that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Tatum. Calderon against Irving. Love with the screen on Irving. Calderon dishes to Love. The kick out to Crowder, picked by Love. Crowder goes in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 3. Here's Smart. They set the screen. Outside Irving. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist in this one.
Appreciate the mentality of Kyrie at this point, embracing the moment. He'll take the big shot.
Now here's Calderon. Smith the pass to James. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them the lead.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Calderon against Irving. Baines. Good work defensively by Crowder.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but man, that's an easy shot.
James kicks to Love. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 10 points for Love.
Kevin Love is clutch, and boy, did the team need that.
The feed now to Tatum. Horford against Love. Outside Irving. A three-pointer off the mark. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Calderon has the open look. From outside, off the mark. Here are the Celtics with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Tatum kicks to Horford. Here's Irving. Rejected by Crowder. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Appreciate the unselfish play of Calderon there. He constantly is getting his teammates involved by moving the basketball.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They'd love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but we also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
Here's Irving. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And you got to admire Irving in these situations. Doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Smart. He feeds it to Irving. Here's Tatum. Sinks it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
And a chance here to send it to overtime.
Got to get a 3. That's the only thing that's going to do it.
And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Well, Dwayne, you won the game, but you lost the rebounding battle. How did you overcome that?
I don't know. You know, we have a knack for finding a way to win, and we've always had that here. You know, we got to do a better job. You know, we can't get out-rebounded like that and expect to win, so we got to figure it out.
Sure, you'll be working on it. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.